Truth or Fake gives us Charlotte Hughes by the big ball. Good evening to you, Charlotte.
Evening.
A fact check then focusing on the anti-Trump demonstrations over the weekend, dubbed the No Kings protests. In the wake of the gathering, some online are alleging that the channel MSNBC used old footage to exaggerate the amount of people who attended. So, Charlotte, tell us more.
Of course, so as you mentioned, over the weekend, huge crowds in cities across the US gathered for demonstrations against President Donald Trump's policies. Washington, D.C., New York, Los Angeles and Chicago were among the locations where such protests unfolded. And these gatherings, called the No Kings demonstrations, also spilled into cities in Europe, including Madrid and Paris. Now, in the wake of these gatherings, some online have been alleging that the American channel MSNBC used old footage in order to exaggerate the scale of those demonstrations. So let's take a quick look at the footage in question.
Look at this. Millions of people across the country marching as we speak against the policies of President Trump. This is Boston. Look at that. We'll continue.
Now, in a post on X that racked up almost 4 million views, one person making such an accusation said, I quote, "Breaking news, analysts are calling this the biggest fraud in American history. MSNBC deliberately wanted to make people believe there was a massive participation in the No Kings movement. It was a lie." Now, some users on X turned to Elon Musk's AI chatbot, Grok, in a bid to confirm where the footage was actually from. And in response, Grok claimed the footage was from 2017. In this reply, for instance, it said, I quote, "No, this video is aerial footage from the August 2017 counter-protest on Boston Common against a small free speech rally, drawing around 40,000 people. This prompted a wave of angry responses on the platform, including from this user who said, I quote, "MSNBC got caught red-handed trying to fake a revolution. They aired a 2017 clip and told viewers it was live from yesterday's No Kings rally, all to make it look like millions showed up. This isn't journalism, it's propaganda." Another person said, I quote, "Grok confirms the No Kings was a flop and MSNBC used old videos to hide the failure." Mark.
So, what more can you tell us about the footage, Charlotte? Did MSNBC really use old videos?
No, Mark. MSNBC did not recycle old footage. The video shared by the channel was indeed at a No Kings demonstration on the 18th of October 2025, and it was filmed in Boston. If we carry out a reverse image search on the footage, we can see that similar aerial shots were published by several other media outlets that very same day. Among them is a channel known as WCVB Channel 5 Boston. I've got the image screenshot from the footage here, and you can see that it does match the footage broadcast by MSNBC. That's on the left. You can see, for instance, the stage and the soundboard are in the exact same place. And importantly, the reverse image search also reveals that there are no occurrences of that video that date back to any date before the 18th of October 2025. So the footage was not at all taken from 2017, as Grok falsely claims, Mark.
Grok. Okay, this is the checking device on Elon Musk's X platform. It used to be called Twitter once upon a time, of course, didn't it? And it's not the first time, Charlotte, that Grok has provided internet users with false, bogus information, is it?
It is not, Mark. So in another instance that occurred in June, not long after Trump deployed US National Guard troops to LA in response to protests against his crackdown on immigration. Following that deployment, California's Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom posted these two photographs on X showing scores of troops wearing the National Guard uniform, and they're sleeping on the floor in what appears to be a very compact space. In the post, Newsom accused the US president of disrespecting troops. Now, users on X quickly turned to Grok to see if the photos were authentic, and in one instance, as you can see here, Grok alleged the images were recycled from 4 years ago when former US President Joe Biden pulled troops out of Afghanistan. However, non-partisan fact-checking organisation PolitiFact concluded that both the images shared by Newsom were in fact authentic, and they had actually been published here earlier in the San Francisco Chronicle. Grok did eventually correct itself, but while many are turning to AI to fact-check, Mark, it is worth pointing out that Grok in particular has a history of providing false and misleading answers.
Indeed, and those two examples you show us there have the Musk Grok device there in favour of Musk or Trump ideas and policies. I wonder whether there is a pattern there which maybe we could study at a later date. Charlotte, thank you very